In my 30 years of doing this, I don't know that I've seen a groundbreaking in Winter Haven that has had this many people come out for such an important event. So thank you guys so much for being a part of today's festivities and celebration and kickoff. For those of you that don't know me, my name is T. Michael Stabbers. I'm the Assistant City Manager for Winter Haven, and have had the pleasure of shepherding this project on behalf of the city for the past few years in partnership with some great folks from Polk County, the Polk County Tourism and Sports Marketing Group, the Lakeland Magic, and so many others.
If it wasn't for partnerships, the Lakeland Magic would not be here in Polk County. That's the bottom line. Because of the Polk County Commission, because of the Winter Haven City Commission, because of Polk County's sports and tourism marketing, we've been able to come together and find a partnership that works for all of us, that allowed the Magic to bring their G League franchise close to home, right here in Lakeland and in Polk County. So it's all of those partnerships and the ability for us to come to an agreement on how it would all work, that brought us here. We looked at a lot of different sites throughout Central Florida, and this collaboration, in this Polk County region here, was the best of all of them, and was really the one that we saw as an opportunity for us to make our long-term home for our G League franchise.
Every project that's successful has a group of partners, and it starts with a vision. And so this vision of building a field house and conference center in our city started with the City Commission, and then of course our tourism and sports marketing team headed by Mark Jackson and Mark Zimmerman and others. And so the next step was to get both the City Commission and then the County Commission and the Tourist Development Council to buy into the funding of this project, because everybody wanted to have a field house and conference center in our city to serve Polk County and to serve eastern and central Polk County. In fact, to serve the southeastern part of the country.
You said partnerships, and that's the right word, and really that's not going to start today and moving forward. That started a year ago. It started when we got hired and were awarded the contract to be able to immediately start planning, working with the design team, working with the city, to think through a lot of the elements that were going to be cumbersome, difficult, to try to simplify things, to pre-plan as best we could to be able to, once we got things priced, once we got the contract and the budget all approved, to be able to move quickly, to get started and to get going. I was actually just before I stepped on camera talking with our concrete subcontractor, getting them ready to go and talking through some items that we've got to have them ready, because there's not a moment to lose. We have 1 year to get this job done, and it's going to be a fast-paced job to get it done. But it's something that we have some subcontractors on board who we've worked with in the past who are going to do a great job for us. And you said it, to be able to build something iconic, to add on to this already great facility that the City of Winter Haven has, and make it something that everybody can be proud of for many years.
An exciting byproduct of this field house is the effect that it's going to have on arts and culture. Everybody loves theater in Winter Haven, right? I mean, best theater in the Southeast and the whole country. And incidentally, every time you go to a play, Dan Holt makes you pull out your phone and say, turn your phone off, because if your phone goes off, you're a very horrible, no good, bad person. Well, I'm telling you, pull your phone out and take pictures, because we want you to post all this stuff on Facebook. So this is one time you can use your phones and post things. But as one of the byproducts of what we're going to do here, we're going to get another 125-seat theater. It's called a black box. That's going to be the second theater for Theater Winter Haven. We're going to be able to have a community choir, a community dance team, a community orchestra, and a music program. And there's going to be theater programs for citizens with mental and physical disabilities, just to name a few. So this is one of the byproducts that we're going to get from what we're doing here.
Without the county helping us, we could never do this. And it doesn't just help Winter Haven, it does help everybody in the county. And so we're more than willing to do that anytime we can. And as far as private and public partnerships, the city's always open to that as well. This city's becoming a great city because we have a lot of private money invested in our downtown area, and we put a lot of money from the city coffers into the downtown redevelopment as well. So overall, Winter Haven's on a rocket going straight up to the moon, and we're going to hopefully get there. Everything will be great.
We have a business strategy, as Mike Hurst said a little bit earlier. All right, so there's a philosophy here about producing results. If you build it, they will come. That's not true. There's a lot of facilities gone bankrupt simply because they didn't have a good business plan or they didn't have demand in hand before they began construction. We have both. I'm going to get to that in just a second. So one of the things that we do have in Winter Haven, and it's not a good thing, all right? It's a negative thing. We have a deficit in meeting facilities. We have a deficit in indoor sports facilities. We did a study with the Sports Fitness Industry Association about the Winter Haven metro area, and we have a 60% participation rate in indoor sports in Winter Haven. The reason being, we don't have a field house, all right? We don't have the indoor facilities that we need. That is a need, that's not a want, okay? Fitness, wellness, they go hand in hand. So 60%, wow, that's pretty high. Well, this 87,000 square foot facility is going to meet that needs, but it's going to do two primary things for Polk County, and that was part of the original vision. It's going to provide a world-class sporting venue for our citizens, and I'm one of those citizens. I'm a Winter Haven resident. But it's also going to provide an economic engine, a sustainable economic engine that will never, ever go away as long as we market it properly.
Well, this is really a groundbreaking day in a lot of different ways, not just moving dirt, but creating a facility for the city of Winter Haven and for Polk County that the citizens are going to be able to use on a regular basis. And it'll also be the practice facility for the Lakeland Magic, which is incredibly important to us as an organization as we develop our players into NBA players and to ultimately play for the Orlando Magic. And for us to have a home, you know, that's first class, iconic, that our guys are going to be able to practice in every single day, and that our basketball operations is going to be able to have an office in to work out of, is incredibly important to our operation, and we're very excited to be part of this.